Hey guys, welcome back to Diecast Reviews. So this is a review on Revney Grillante, who is a background character who appeared in Cars 2 at the Wheel Well Motel at the beginning of the movie. And he also appeared at the end of the movie at Flo's V8 Cafe listening to Mater tell his tale. So, appeared in 2 scenes in Radiator Springs. And I would say a very nice release, an unexpected release because, it's Cars 2, it's some random character that appeared in Radiator Springs. They really don't release a lot of those, have never released a lot of those characters. I mean, you think back to 2015, 2016, they had a 95 Return series. 2016, they had a 95 Return series, which was basically centered around that scene at the Wheel Well, and they didn't release a single new character. The one new variation they released was Mater with Balloon. I mean, it's a boring variation, but that's the one they released. They didn't release a single new character, and here in 2021, or 2022, sorry, here that was notoriously bad for new releases, they released 2 new characters from that scene. They released Revney Grillante and they released Colin Borev, who appeared right next to Revney Grillante. So, unexpected releases for sure, and welcome releases, because like I said, we haven't gotten many background characters from really any of the Radiator Springs and Cars 2, much less the Wheel Well Motel one. So, very nice to get some releases from those scenes. There's a lot of characters there, there's a lot of potential there for Mattel, so it's nice to see that they're tapping into some of that untapped potential. So, obviously, he's a taxi, works for Vern. We'll talk about that later when I get him out of the package. Looks very nice there on the back. You can see some of the other cars. I mean, here, just talking, I was talking about the 95 Returns or whatever. Both of these cars were in the 95 Returns series in 2016. Otis and Artist Ramon were both there. I think Artist Ramon was also maybe a new variation. I think he was first released in 2016. So I guess they had 2 new variations, Artist Ramon and Mater with Balloon. Though, I don't remember exactly if Artist Ramon was a new release. But they didn't release any new characters. It was all old variations. Obviously, Otis was also there, as, he should be. Then you have some other releases here: Francesco, Sarge, Sheriff, Lewis Hamilton, and Shizaki, who's, clogging the pegs a lot. But, these I don't really see clogging the pegs a lot. Artist Ramon, I don't really see him that much. So, yeah, they appeared in Cars 2. Nice that they got the movie right there. So, yeah, Revney, a nice release. Let's take him out of the package. So here's Revney Grillante out of the package, and he looks great. I mean, first things first, that expression on him there is fantastic. Really like the expression. He's looking off to the side. Kind of has an interesting look on his face, kind of confused or something. Gives him character. I mean, if you look at most characters, they're just looking straight up forward with either a smiling or a sad face, depending on the character and what, they want to represent. But most of them are just looking straight forward. Revney looking to the side. He's got a nice expression there. So I really like that about him. Makes him, just that much better already. But you can see on the front there, you've got the grill there and the headlights. So not much there, just plain white. Also nice because, we don't get a lot of plain white cars. Like I said, really like the expression. There you've got the Vern's, pop-up thing, the Vern's, tag or whatever, the banner. Thing, that makes him stand out as a Vern taxi cab. We go to the side here, he's got the Vern's Taxi logo. See Vern's Taxi there with the V, and he's got the number to call, I guess, if you want to call Vern's Taxi, 938-8885. No area code, but I guess you're supposed to know the area code for the place that you're in. Probably a fake number, I'm not sure, but, well, obviously, there's probably a combination somewhere that has those last digits as the number, but I don't know. He's got nice silver rims. I do like that about him. Silver rims, always nice to get. Kind of unique as well, so looks really nice. There. He's got, obviously, a 4-door sedan. Same model as Jan 10 sedan. We'll compare him to her later. But you can kind of, see through the windows there. You can see my hand back there. But yeah, I really like the silver rims. Gives him a nice look. On the back there's his license plate, 903HJ. Maybe that's September 3rd, HJ, I don't know. Some guy named with the initials HJ, and then the text above that I cannot read. Maybe California, something about that, but that doesn't look like a California license plate. The red and white one, so I don't know what that is. See the taillights there, and you've got the Vern's thing there as well. So he appeared in the movie kind of like this. This is all we saw of him. I think we did see this logo a bit, and we obviously saw that he was a Vern taxi cab, but we did not see the front of him. I think in the flow scene he appeared like this, so we never saw his face. So a bit of creative liberty there taken by Mattel to give him that expression and whatnot. Obviously I'll put up pictures of where he appeared in the movie later. But the surprising thing about him was that in the Cars Finder, I think the Blu-ray game for Cars 1, in Vern's description it said that he was the owner and sole employee of Vern's taxi services or whatever. Here is Vern. So, I guess he expanded, that was 2006. Cars 2 2011, I guess. In those 5 years he expanded and obviously has now Revney working for him as well. But here is Vern from Cars 1. We never actually saw his face either. Both of these guys were shown from the back. But here's Vern, obviously a bit of a different model, and a way different color, pretty unique burgundy color actually for Vern. Yeah, here he is. Looks nice. He hasn't been released in a while. I think last release 2013. He has not been released in quite some time. But there you can see the Vern's taxi logo on Vern. Only on the back though, not on the sides. You can see that there, and you can see the kind of new logo for Vern's taxi, blue. And it's got the phone number. So, I guess that number one, the logo kind of got revamped in those 5 years. Kind of like, all the Piston Cup Racing sponsor logos had their logos changed. Obviously, there's the Vern's thing on the roof of Vern there. And Revney has it as well there. So, there you go. I think Revney's a little bigger, actually, but they look nice together. The owner and the employee, I guess. I don't know if Vern has any other taxis, but there you go. Or any other, taxis working for him. And how taxis work in the Cars universe is an interesting question that we're not going to get into here today, but it is interesting because obviously cars can't fit in other cars. So, yeah, that's an interesting question. We're not going to answer that today, but there you go, Vern and his employee. And like I said, Revney is the same model as Jan Tan sedan here. There you go. So is Dana Crankoff, which is another car from the same case as Revney, ironically enough. We'll take a look at her later in a different video, but here's Revney and Jen. Obviously, same model. I actually like this model from Mattel. I'm not opposed to it. I think it's a nice model. Obviously, it represents just a normal sedan, so I think it works fine. You can see they both have a similar license plate in that it's yellow and black. Here's Jen's. Obviously, they are different. Jen has that license plate. And I think this says New Mexico on top, or something along the lines of New Mexico. And then Revney has that one that I don't think says New Mexico, but you can see they are very similar, both yellow and black license plates. But yeah, other than that, the same model. See, windows are the same, fronts are the same, grills and everything are the same, but like I said, I think it's a nice model. There's Jen's rims, Revney silver rims, and there's the base R19A for Revney Grillante. So 19th week of 2022. So there he's compared to Jen Tan sedan. And another model that is similar is Sarah Wilson, but she's not the same model as Revney. She's a little bit smaller, so she's a unique model actually. You can see she is just a little bit smaller there. Maybe put her in the front, but so you guys can see that a little better. But yeah, just a bit, just a bit smaller. And I think you can kind of see the differences there in the doors and stuff. So yeah, different models. So Sarah is a unique model, but also another model, I like the Sarah Wilson model, just a normal sedan. So I'll put up a picture of where Revney appeared in the movie, both of his scenes. He's a pretty obscure background character, and I'm happy that Mattel released him, and he's got a really nice expression. So he's probably one of my favorite releases for 2022. And here are just some of the other taxis that appeared in Cars 2. You've got the Japanese taxi. Oh, that's a lot of dust on him. Bob Pulley from Japan. Obviously, he's got like the classic Japanese sedan model that like Ito-san and whatever have. So there he is. Really nice blue color. Really liked him. He was a really cool release back in 2016. And here's Chauncey Fair's the British taxi. Obviously a bit bigger than, or not a bit bigger, but more of an SUV, and Revney's a sedan. And so that's what all three countries that had, right? All three countries. I guess France as well, but I guess France and Italy are the countries that we're missing a taxi from. But 3 out of 5 isn't bad. I don't know if France and Italy actually had any taxis that appeared in the movie. France may have. I'm not sure about Italy, but France may have had a taxi up here. But these are the 3 kind of taxis that appeared in Cars 2 that we got. I think Revney is my favorite out of these 3. So, let me know what you guys think of Revney Grillante. What did you think of the release? I thought it was a nice release. I really like him, even though he's just got a plain white paint job. I really like the rims. Really like the expression. The decal there is nice. It's an upgrade from the Cars 1 decal, obviously. So I think Revney's a really, really nice release. And yeah, let me know what your favorite Cars 2 taxi that we have gotten is down in the comments below. Thanks for watching this video. Hope you enjoyed, guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. And I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.